Hey Alex, how's it going today?
It's going good. How are you today, Tristia?
Doing good, thanks. So I have a question for you from our audience. How can instructors and trainers best use technology without negatively impacting learner interaction and engagement?
So, Tristia, this is a great question. And the first thing that comes to mind is that technologies should be tools that augment the experience, and technology should never be a replacement for those interactions. It's the first, last, ending point of all of this is that technology can never replace that interaction or those engagement points between instructor, facilitator, and learner. And that's across different industries. It could be academics, education, or corporate organizations. The next thing that you want to be thinking about is what are the tools and technology that are right for both what you're trying to accomplish, but also your audience. So choosing the right tools that are appropriate for your audience. I know that's kind of a duh, yeah, of course, but there are plenty of tools and use that are very popular for a variety of different purposes, but they really miss the mark with your audience. Either it's too technical, or it's not technical enough, or it doesn't hit the right note in terms of fostering and creating those engagement points. So the next thing to be thinking about is to leverage the right tool at the right time that meets the needs of your audience level. Now, some of those tools that are out there or that your colleague recommended might be the latest and greatest, but they may fall short for what you're looking at and what you need for fostering and engaging with your audiences. So choose the right tool, leverage what you know. We've talked about this in other sessions where, making sure that you are using something that you're comfortable with, but also that your audience is going to be comfortable with using as well.
That's a great answer, Alex. Thank you. What are some examples of tools that you recommend for fostering engagement and interaction with learners?
So there are hundreds of tools out there. I know you know, Tristia, we talk about this all the time. There are hundreds of tools out there, but a couple of examples that come to mind are Miro or Mural. And don't forget, we'll post these links at the end of the video. But these are great tools for things like mind mapping that really foster that collaboration and brainstorming on a concept or idea. This can be used all the way through academia and education and all the way into even corporate strategy sessions where you really want to gather ideas from multiple participants, collaborate on that concept or idea, and really brainstorm on that ideation aspect. There's also a number of other tools that allow for polling or quizzing that use things like QR codes or going to websites on mobile devices and accessing those. So again, it's reinforcing or kind of fostering that engagement without having to actually stand over somebody or stand next to somebody and do that one-to-one. So using those types of tools and technology are great. And also other online whiteboarding tools or annotation tools. We've talked about this before. It's Box, Dropbox, Microsoft Teams, even tools like Zoom and WebEx and others have an online whiteboarding or tool that people can actually whiteboard, together in virtual settings. Even if you're in an in-person setting, you can still use some of those tools to, project onto a screen so that people can see what others are contributing. And, that also those annotation tools where you're maybe looking at a document, you're looking at maybe a research brief, and you can all be annotating and commenting on the same document at the same time.
Awesome. Those are some fantastic examples. Thanks, Alex. And thank you to our audience for posing your questions. You ask, Evolve answers. Thanks, everyone.